Welcome back. First and foremost, I have to start by saying OLIGHT did send me this, and I would like to say thank you so I could do this review for them. That being said, there was no money that changed hands here, so this review is going to be completely honest and unbiased. I originally reached out to them because I planned on featuring this flashlight in a light fight against several other UV flashlights. One of the other contenders had got an injury, for lack of a better term. I'm sending it in for some warranty repair, but in the interim, I thought I could just do a quick review of this flashlight all on its own. So, the Seeker 4 Mini UV is smaller than I was expecting, and I'm not exactly sure why I was expecting it to be bigger. They give you all the size specs online and everything, but perhaps it's just because I recall one of my favorite flashlights, at least from OLIGHT, which is the Seeker 2, and this is the non-pro version. There's a whole image I'll put up about stepping down power levels, and this thing just has smoother power ramping as the battery runs out. But let's not get that confused. I am a big fan of the idea of the smaller form factor because of the 18350 battery versus the 21700. I'll also say this one's pretty cool because they both feature 3 emitters, but now one of those emitters is a 365 nanometer UV emitter, so you could get just a little bit less output, don't get me wrong, as far as the normal light goes, but now you have a UV emitter, which is pretty sweet. The light currently comes in 4 different colorways, and 2 of those colorways you could get 2 different emitter options, whether it be cool white or neutral white. This one I have here happens to be one of the neutral white varieties. All of them are going to run you $79.99 retail. That being said, there will be a link below directly to it. It will be an affiliate link. Thank you for clicking on it if you do. And I'll have a 10% discount code that, as far as I'm aware, works on everything all over the OLIGHT store except the X9R, and it works all the time. So enjoy. I will say, if you do use that link or my code, it will help me get more future flashlights and other gear from OLIGHT for review. So again, please, any and all use of my links and coupon codes will help all of us, and I hope it gets you a discount on your gear too. So again, means the world to me. Use the link below. Thank you. The Seeker 4 Mini technical specs are as follows. It has an IPX8 waterproof rating, 1.5 meter drop rating, 1200 lumen maximum output, a maximum beam distance of 120 meters at 3600 candela. It runs up to 12 days on the 2 lumen moonlight mode. It also features a strobe, a timer, lockout mode, and like we said, the UV mode. It's 87 millimeters long and about 27 millimeters wide, a little bit wider at the head there. And it weighs in at about 3.95 ounces with the 18350 battery. Operation of this is basically the same as all other OLIGHTs, right? A little bit different because of the UV option, but with the light off, you could double tap to engage the UV emitter, which normally you do turbo mode. Triple tap will still get you to strobe from off. If you hold it, it'll go to moonlight mode. Hold it a little bit longer, it'll unlock. And same to get it, or to lock it, same to get it to unlock. Once it's on though, just like every other OLIGHT, if you hold the button, it'll cycle through the brightness levels, double tap here to get you to turbo, and no matter where you're at, you press it once, it'll get you off. The other cool thing is when you engage the UV emitter, the other 2 emitters go into this cool like amber mode. So, all that being said, it's not all roses. I wish the pocket clip carried a little bit deeper and it was lens facing down instead of lens facing up. I bump into stuff all the time, but hopefully I don't cause too much terrible damage to this. I'm assuming I'll just wear and tear on the outside of it. And though it doesn't seem like it at first, based on the look of it, it kind of seems like it might be a bit wide, but it does fit very well in the pocket. Kind of disappears. I only carry my smartphone besides this in my pocket because I have the Herschel hip bag. But your mileage may vary. I will say it fits pretty well in the pocket because of the 18350 battery. It can tail stand, and that same tail cap contains a pretty strong, I'm guessing it's a neodymium magnet, so it holds its own weight very well, and probably could be used easily for hook it up to your hood for your car if you're doing some late night mechanic work. Hopefully not, but hey, in a pinch, this will probably help a whole lot more than trying to hold a flashlight in your mouth. The other thing is I'd like to see some high, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, is I'd like to see some higher CRI emitter options, and I'm guessing other enthusiasts would be happy to see that as well. I also am guessing that they'd be happy to pay a premium on the cost if you did have a higher CRI emitter option, and just like some of the other stuff you do, perhaps just make it a limited run. Hey, we've got 3,000 with an Achia 219A or something. I don't know. Just a thought. This is my first 18350 flashlight, and I'm loving the form factor. I'm also happy to say I'd make the trade-off for the milliamp capacity versus the smaller size. This is a quick comparison versus the Seeker 2. And then here is the full-size big lighter, because that's always a staple feature. I'm also going to have a little running footage here of the Seeker 2 with its 21700 sellout, S2 Arbiton 2 with its 18650 sellout, the Seeker 4 with its sellout, and the S1 Arbiton 2 with the 16340 cell, all compared to each other, and I'll throw the capacities of those batteries respectively above them. There's a whole bunch of trade-offs between each selection. You know, you might want something a little smaller and less weight and occupying less space in your pocket, or maybe you're like me and you carry a hip bag and you've got all the room in the world. I do feel, though, like this 18350 battery kind of hits that sweet spot for form factor, and now I'm going to be on the hunt to find some more. So if you're a manufacturer of a flashlight that runs an 18350, be expecting an email from me, please and thank you. You lose a little bit of runtime because of the less capacity of milliamp hours, but at the same time, it fits in the pocket that much better. It'd be hard-pressed to fit this Seeker 2 in my pocket and carry it around all day without noticing it all day. I would definitely buy this flashlight. I know they sent it to me for free for review, but I definitely would buy this flashlight. I'd probably wait for it to be on a flash sale, which as I'm recording this, there's one going on, and there's usually one every month. So there's probably one going on regardless of when you're watching this. You'll get the best deal on it, and if they end up putting out another colorway or another option, you'll get usually 20 to 40% off for it. Worst case scenario, use my 10% off code whenever you want. You could get a deal on it. But I highly recommend owning a flashlight that's got UV capabilities. Again, I'm going to make a light fight video reviewing a bunch of them and comparing them, and I'll give you a whole bunch of use cases for that, but even just for travel or anything else. I would definitely recommend this or the Arcfeld to see they have a standard light emitter and you have a UV emitter on the same flashlight. But regardless of what you end up choosing, if you got any questions or want to see anything else reviewed below, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Carry on.